Hey everybody, this is T.O. from Urban Farm Homestead. Thanks for joining me today. Today we're gonna look at microgreens, power greens. You know, sometimes if you buy those powdered microgreens or super greens, superfoods, they are super expensive. Today I'm gonna show you the quickest, easiest way to do it yourself and save a ton of money. Coming up. All right, we're gonna cruise out here real quickly to the dryer, the dehydrator, and I've got a bunch of microgreens in there and some kale, some spinach, and just need to pull that out. I'm gonna do some apples here shortly. So I'm gonna unplug that. I don't know if I can do this one-handed or not. Pull all these guys out and I'll just take them inside. Freeze dryer's a little bit loud, that's okay. There's some microgreens there. More microgreens. Looks like that might be purslane, probably. Microgreens, radishes. Microgreens, looks like broccoli and some red cabbage maybe. Okay, this one has some kale and some purslane on it. And the last one is spinach. This got a little piece of tape. Alright, so we're just going to grab these and I'll take them in. And then I'm going to put them all in the blender because they're all going to go into a power greens mix for smoothies and stuff like that. So we'll catch it in there. All right, basically I'm just going to put all this stuff in a big pan or plastic bag or anything. It's all going to go in the same spot when it's done. And so whatever the quickest way of doing this is going to be. Pretty simple. Drying greens is pretty messy, we'll say. Leaves a lot of residual little fluff everywhere. They're easy to clean up, but it is just kind of super annoying. Oops. Either kohlrabi or red cabbage, I'm not sure which, I can't tell. A lot of times I'll just do microgreens for this, especially, you know, they last pretty good. In the bags that I use, they last a couple weeks, but getting ready to go on vacation here, so I'll just go ahead and get all of this stuff and throw it in the vitamix and grind it up. All right, so I'm gonna finish those last ones and then we'll throw it in the vitamix. All right, so we're going to put this stuff in the vitamix. I'm using, I don't know if you can see that or not, dry container. It works a little bit better if you use the dry container for this. The blade configuration is different, and it'll make less of a mess with this blade, and it'll grind it up a little bit better. I'm going to turn the sound off when I grind this stuff, but basically I'm just cramming it all in there, and we'll chop it up. Dump everything when it's done into a dish or probably a jar. gonna let that rest there for a minute. Let that dust settle. I don't know if that's focused, but we'll let the dust settle and then we'll come back and put it in a jar or something. Okay, this thing's settled down a little bit. You can see we do have a little bit on the molder and on the inside. Not too bad though. Smells like greens. Now this is gonna make kind of a mess when you put it in here. There'll be some dust flying up. But I'm just taking a sterilized jar, pouring it in the sterilized jar. This is not a long-term storage thing for me. This is just powdered greens that I will use on a daily basis in my smoothies or whatever. All right, there you have it. Super greens. Easy pot.